B class or whatever. 15 minutes of these guys might as well be 30 minutes.
No doubt.
And here we go. Gate is down. Final race.
Oh,
a couple riders collected right away.
Oh, and another. Don't like seeing
man.
that. Don't like seeing that.
Absolutely not, but does look like everybody was able to get up under their own power.
It's the 1-7.
Wow, we got more
more
carnage coming down. Yeah, absolutely. Now, he might have took a foot peg.
Yeah.
Holy cow, he was able to scramble out of the way there. I was a little worried.
Well, you were right. Nerves. Hey,
yeah.
Last race of the day. The 17, Josh Tickner was that, I believe, that KTM out front. Yeah. So Josh Tickner leading the way, comes into this one with a 4 in Moto 1.
One of the names I just called.
Yep. Got our eye on him.
Got it.
And wowzers. What a start.
Rodney, just act like it's ATV motocross and you called the winner. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
He said, now it makes sense to me.
Now it makes sense.
We got a race out front, though. Interesting. First 3 turns, somebody down.
Yeah.
Very, very isolated incidents. I mean, 3 separate incidents. Looks like everybody is up and back into action. All the bikes are off the track right now. One rider not back into action yet, but up under his own power. So he's back on his own 2 feet as the leaders make their way around.
Crediting that Stasic Hole Shot Award to Justin Burge on the number 61 Gas ride. We'll see where the 6-1 Gas ends up after lap number 1. Didn't see the riders that went down. Hopefully he wasn't one of them.
Yeah, well, he got a good jump.
He got
able
a good
to take
jump.
advantage of it for sure. But right now, Tickner was able to put himself into that lead position by turn 3, basically. And here we go. Going to complete lap number 1. This one, of course, a 15-minute race. And the green flag is out, Mikey. Here we go, buddy.
Tickner with a little bobble right there, but he's got a good lead on him, a 2.224 second lead over who? The 43 Husqvarna Chase Patton. Lance Geis at the young whippersnapper at 14 years old on the number 14, sitting in the number 3 spot. 4th place is Blake Broderick and
Lance Geis. Lance Geis in that 3rd place. He's riding a 125 2-stroke. Yeah, Kevin Kelly gave us the update. I heard one out there, but I didn't know what position he was in. Yeah, so awesome.
Listen, Lance.
Late in the day, going old school Lance.
The youngster, the young whippersnapper going old school. I'm about it.
125, dude.
I'm about it.
Bringing it home at 14,000 RPM.
Gotta love it. Who else is out there? How about Walker McGreal in that number 5 spot? Jacob Herring in 6th place. Justin Burge, your rider that took that whole shot, sitting back in the number 7 spot with Carson Mills in 8th. 9th place is the number 99 Kawasaki of Aiden Ehlers. And Matthew Sterling rounding out your top 10 on that number 13 KTM. But our leader, Josh Tickner, the number 17 KTM.
Yeah, Tickner out front getting it done right now. With that 4th in the first moto, could be looking at a possible 4-1 here really, really early, only about 4 minutes into this thing. But I have to tell you, woulda, coulda, shoulda's here when we talk about 3 different motos. That track is about as rough as these guys could only imagine right now. At the end of the day, that thing's pretty dry right now. Tony Leslie was talking about the hole in front of the starting line. And I have to tell you, this thing is right now as rough as I've ever seen it.
Lance Geis on screen right there, that number 14. Did Lance jump out front? Yeah, all right, let's go. He's our guy out front. I didn't know if we missed somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Lance Geis ringing it out in front of the number 17 of Josh Tickner in the 450C class. Yeah, we heard him. Now there was the confirmation as he buzzes past the announcement tower.
Next week, all across the country, the amateur races, there's going to be 125s, KTM 150s in every open class, every 450 class.
Lance Geis just became, if not already, a social media sensation here after this one. Gotta love it. I'm here for it. We're all here for it.
Exactly.
Everybody's rooting for that. You want to make a statement, there you go, son.
And let me tell you something, it's way easier to keep 40 horsepower underneath of you than 60 or more. So for sure. Thing comes in at about $130 with gas in it. Or $230 rather, about $230 with gas in it. So
How about your age difference? Lance Geis coming in 14 years old, and Josh Tickner, 26?
Yeah, how about that?
A couple years on him.
Yep.
Yeah. Unreal. Love it. Love it. So Lance Geis, 2 laps in, turned to 2:07.884. That's going to be your fastest lap of the Moto so far. Tickner in that 2 position sits back about 2 seconds. Chase Patton in the number 3 spot, 4 seconds back from Tickner. And Blake Broderick right up there in the fight for 3rd place. Matter of fact, that might be what we're watching on screen.
Yeah, I'd say it
sure is. And there's Blake Broderick for the pass on Chase Patton.
Yeah, that was a nice pass, too. Just very clean run up, carried more momentum. Had good position on him, stayed consistent all the way through the corner, able to make the pass.
Getting it done. Jacob Herring in that number 5 spot. Last we saw, it's a number 24 KTM, about 2 seconds back. There's your top 5. So the movers and shakers, Blake Broderick getting around him.
So I'm curious to see here on lap 3 what Lance Geis' lap time is going to be, because we're looking at a 2:07 on lap number 2, and the next closest thing's at 2:13. So we're looking at about 6 seconds difference here per lap. Is he that much quicker? We're about to find out.
Try and lay a heater on him early.
There he goes.
Yep, there's a him. You don't even have to see it. You just know.
Exactly.
I love that.
2:10 that time, so 2:07 last time, 2:10.2 this time. Josh Tickner should be checking in. There it is, 2:13.7. So Tickner, very consistent. He ran a 2:13 last time, 2:13 this time. There's Blake Matthew Broderick coming into that 3rd place position. He's picked up 2 over the last time around.
It is Ferris Bueller's Day Off in the P3 for now. See what we did there? All the kids out there going, I have no idea what they're talking about. Matthew Broderick, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, no idea. You should, kids. Educate yourself. Watch it.
His most recent thing, maybe Tower Heist.
Oh, man. So, still. And again, the kids go, again, what?
What?
Who?
Just about half a minute, or halfway into this one, going to say 7 minutes in. And that's pretty quick, Mikey. I got to tell you, these guys setting a really blistering pace. And Geis able to maintain the race line out front. He has clear track, clear vision ahead of him. Last time around, 5.589 was the gap. Josh Tickner trying to do something about that, trying to find some speed. Looking for lines out there, looking for love in all the wrong places, but not able to come up with any time.
I believe that was Jacob Herring there, the number 24 KTM. We had the camera on just a moment ago. Slowly starting to inch up there on Chase Patton, that number 43 Husky.
Yeah, Patton, he's going to start getting some pressure here in just a moment. Herring, he's
Separates
all over the place right now. He's relentless. He's inside, outside, using every line on this track. And late in the day, that's exactly what you have to do. Get out there in that fringe. Everybody's like, oh, ride the edges. You're going to find something smooth. You're not going to find something smooth after 1,600 riders today across that track. You're not going to find the fringe by any means.
Right. No doubt. Rough, rowdy. Just the way the 450C class likes it, though. Maybe. Lance Geis doing his thing out front, singing the song of our people in the 450C class. Gotta love it.
4 laps in the book right now. Still consistent 2:10s for Geis. So 2:07, a couple 2:10s in the bag.
Seems to have settled into that pace right there.
For sure. That 2:07.844, that's super quick. Fast lap. That was on lap number 2. Birch getting that whole shot. He's sitting right now currently in the 9th position. Birch now moved up a couple spots. As soon as I said that, he just checked in, so he's now in the 7th spot. So damage control right now for Birch.
Oh, no doubt.
So coming up on the 5-minute mark, just about 5 minutes left in our day here. And Mikey, holy cow, moving right through our second set of motos here. Tomorrow morning, Thursday, of course, bright and early. We're going to see you at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk a little business. We're going to get some opening ceremonies under. Going to move right through the rest of these second motos here tomorrow on Thursday.
And coming up tonight, don't forget the USMCA, your United States Motorcycle Coaches Association, happening tonight at 7 o'clock. That's coming up here in about 10 minutes. The concussion roundtable discussion featuring Dr. Paul Ryman in the Monster Energy arena, excuse me. And then don't forget a chapel service tonight. MXers for Jesus, Kevin Kozad, going to be down there in the FMF pits. Everybody welcome to that. And then tonight at 7:30, we've got the Monster Energy Keith Sayers FMX demo down there at the starting line. But wait, there's more. FMF line dancing tonight at 8:30 p.m. in the Monster Energy Arena. So if you're here at the track, some things to look forward to tonight once the racing concludes here. Well, probably, honestly, a little shortly before the racing concludes. All right, how about right on time? Everything's right on time. We're rolling. Lance Geis doing work out there in the 125. Josh Tickner in that number 2 spot. We are 4 laps into it. Leader doing, where are you at? Leader. There he is. Lance Geis is checked in. We're watching the 43 of Chase Patton there in some battles. And Lance Geis turns a 2:11, 7:52. Tickner checks in. He's about 10.5 seconds back from that P1. And Blake Broderick, 5 laps completed for him, the number 60 KTM. 4th place, Jacob Herring is checked in, 5 laps completed. Chase Patton in now, the number 43, Husqvarna. Excuse me. Matthew Sterling in the number 6 spot. Justin Burge in that number 7 position. Garrett Blakeney's checked in with 5 laps completed. Carson Mills in the number 9 spot. And Bly Duza rounding out your top 10 here in your 450C class, Moto number 2.
So we're sitting there talking about, guys, man, I have one of my best runs and I pushed the wrong power button, man. I pushed the wrong mic, man. Come on. My man Mikey, yeah, where were you on that one, dude?
You're quiet, and you know what? It's, what time is it? 6:55. I apologize,
I was
folks.
2 paragraphs into my comment, man, and you didn't, you
well, I thought it was
didn't bring it to my attention. So we're talking about guys out there on that 125 and only 14 years of age. You either have to be 15 or 16. I'm not sure which one it is to ride a 450. So he said, you know what? Great, let's ride the 125.
Oh, good
let's
point.
Get out here and get in this 450C class. I'll bring it, not a problem. And that's absolutely what he's done. And that's resulted in a gap of 10.612 over second place, who's riding a 450.
Unreal. And there he is, the number 14 KTM. White flag out.
So here we go, last lap of the afternoon, now early evening here, Mikey. And again, it's been a fantastic day of racing. Holy cow, GT Money getting out there and getting with it. Ryder D and Hymas and
getting it out right now.
Just getting down, getting busy. Ryder D going over the front, you know.
Crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yesterday, Casey Cochran, man, 20 passes.
Passed at least 1,000 people.
Yeah, some of them twice.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
it's just absolutely incredible. So a fantastic day racing once again. Looking forward. What do we kick it off with in the morning here tomorrow, Thursday morning?
I'm glad you asked. We start bright and early, 7:30 a.m. We got a good one, 250B. First thing in the morning, pretty solid. That'll be followed by your 65cc machines and then your mini senior 1. So
excellent.
Pretty good.
Excellent. Good hot start tomorrow morning to Thursday morning.
I believe we'll start the broadcast for the folks watching at home, Racer TV, at 10 a.m. Now 10 a.m. That is Central Standard Time. But that'll be the 250B class.
Awesome. When are we predicted to hit the top of the order again?
Top of the order, Friday.
Right, yeah, Friday. I just didn't know if it's like sometime before lunch show Friday or...
Yeah, 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, so first couple races and then we're in. Oh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. Crowning champs before lunch. Become a champion and get yourself a tasty and delicious ham sandwich. And get right into the weekend.
So Lance Geis coming through the beach one more time, up and over the big anthill. Drops that thing down and around our tree, turn for the final time. Says, man, that sun's bright. Look at the shadows. Here we go. through the infield around the Polysport pond for the final time. Guys, it's like, man, I'm glad this is over.
He said, but man, the sun looks good shining off that pipe, doesn't it?
Man. He said, but the glow coming from that checkered flag
is even better.
Cannot be replicated. There it is, checkered flag in the air. Lance Geis.
Bang.
Making it happen.
Make it sing, dude. We hear you. Make no mistake.
Happen. Holy cow. So that's going to make it a pair of pocket aces, as Kevin Kelly just said. 1-1 for Geis. Pretty good position going into that third moto. Not bad. Yeah, I have the minimum possible points you can. So, nice.
Well, big congratulations to Lance Geis taking P1 down there. Josh Tickner finishing in the number 2 spot. Blake Broderick rounding out that top 3. Justin Burge will be down there as well, taking that Stasic Hole Shot Award. All 3 plus 1 heading down to talk with the Jason Weegant.
Absolutely. We're going to throw it down to Jason here in a moment. We're going to let him finish up, sign off for us here this evening. As soon as he's done taking care of Jacob Herring, Blake Broderick. Lance Geis with the win. Josh Tickner followed by Blake Broderick. That number 60 machine, third place. Whole shot went to Justin Burge. Burge finishing up just about that 8th position. Yep, looks like 8th spot for Burge on the number 61 machine. So great day of racing here again. Kicking off with some 250B action tomorrow morning at 7:30. Going to be looking at Senior Mini, I believe, after that, into some of our 65s as well. So going to kick things off bright and early one more time at 7:30 this morning.
How many folks at home are screenshotting this image on Racer TV now? Mm-hmm. People are going to, winner of the 450 C-Class question mark?
Exactly. On a 150?
You better believe it.
Absolutely. Back to back.
Cool. I'm about it.
I am too.
A lot of folks are, I'm sure.
I like the clean layout on the bike too.
Oh yeah, looks good.
Absolutely. What did you say, Rodney?
It's good enough for Caleb Russell to win.
Hey, good point. Doing it in the off-road world.
Got to grab it down here at the podium. This is one of the best stories of the week. People are buzzing about the buzz of the 125. Taking the win, Lance Geis. Okay, we're talking 450C and we're talking you on a 125. Tell us why.
Thought it was a good decision to go to the 125 because they would get tired. It looks like it's working.
Yeah, well said. How'd that moto go for you?
Got a decent start for 125 and then charged the pack as fast and smooth as I could without crashing and stayed steady and rode it from there.
All right. Awesome job. People are pumped on this. 125 winning that 450C. Who do you want to thank, Lance?
The Lord above for keeping me safe. Mom and Dad. Coach Graysick for everything he's done. Next Level Motocross. FXR, Unlimited Motorsports. Nitro. Fine Tune Motorsports. Black Diamond MX. 100%. And Never Knows Forgot. Thank you so much.
Lance Geis, look at that. That's good stuff. Yeah, go ahead. Get as many photos as you want. Don't worry about it. We're looking for Josh, who took second. Let's bring our second place finisher on up, Mr. Tickner. Second place, we're looking for you up on the podium. Come on up. Second place, Josh Tickner. There he is. Come on, Josh. Come on up. These guys are whooped. We get it, but we don't give the pros any more time than this either. That's part of the game, unfortunately. Collect your thoughts, and let's collect a second place. Come on over to the middle. Josh Tickner. Yeah. Is it a little tiring experience here?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's nothing you can even do or prepare for to ride something like this.
I believe it. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Mund Racing, CCS Suspension, Baxter Research, and most important, my wife and my little girls for supporting me at this older age in my career, 26, but the kids are 14 out here, and it's kicking my butt, man. But big shout out to my dad, too. Really came through and helped me get here, and wouldn't have been able to do it without him for sure.
Making it happen. Yeah. I got to ask, we're here in the C class, what's your riding and racing history?
I grew up riding since 50s to 85s, and then wadded up hard on 85s and called it quits, and then took about a 10-year break, and about 8 months ago I bought a bike from Munn and decided I was going to start riding again. Did an area qualifier, went to the regional at Washougal, whooped butt, made it in 2 classes, and now I am today.
8 months ago.
8 months ago.
Unbelievable. Hey, that's a dream come true story. Congratulations. Let's hear it for Josh Tickner. Bought a bike, qualified in 2 classes at the national championship. That's pretty good. Let's bring Blake on up, our third place finisher. We'll hand out, I got a whole shot award I got to give it as well. But first we talk to our third place finisher, Blake Broderick. How was that moto, Blake?
Oh, it was crazy. Had a decent hole shot. Thought I was going to get T-boned from the outside kids, but knew where I was, just tried to stay smooth. Almost went down a couple times. That was really scary.
Understood. How's the late stage of the moto? How'd it turn out?
Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was still crazy rough.
Oh, yeah, that's Loretta's. Who do you want to thank?
Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, All Out Racing, Mike's Off-Road, Fox, Bichelli MX Training, Motocross Plus, my sister, and everyone else.
Blake Broderick, everybody, taking third. That's great stuff in 450C, but I'm not done. I got to give the whole shot award out. That goes to Justin Burge. Did I get that right? Burge. Hey. Guessing pays off sometimes. Let's hear it for your Stasic Whole Shot Award winner, Justin Burge. How'd you pull that?
I got a good drop. Was out there quite a few bike lengths. Got into that deep stuff and just hooked up and left.
There you go. Who do you want to thank, man?
I want to thank Cobequid Mountain Sports for getting me here, Lehigh Moto for keeping me safe, Callus Moto for keeping me fresh. I'd like to thank SKDA for keeping my graphics looking awesome. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my family, and everyone else. Thank you.
Justin Burge, Stasic Whole Shot Award.